Packard 12 Coupe Roadster 1936. Series 1407. 175 bhp, 473 cubic inches modified L-head V12 engine, 3-speed synchro mesh manual transmission, front beam axle with semi-elliptical leaf springs, liver ear axle with semi-elliptical leaf springs, and 4-wheel vacuum-assisted mechanical drum brakes. Wheelbase, 139 inches. Like other American luxury car manufacturers, Packard responded to Cadillac's 12 and 16-cylinder volleys with more cylinders of its own, in this case, a 445.5 cubic inch, 160 horsepower V12. Upon its introduction in 1932, it was known as the Twin Six, but given the refinements and advancements over the late teens Packard model of the same name, specifically, double the horsepower, it was renamed the 12 from 1933 until its discontinuation in late 1939. It underwent continuous improvement and evolution over those years, with the 1935 model year bringing aluminum heads and a longer stroke, boosting its displacement to 473 cubic inches and its horsepower to 175, putting 100 miles per hour firmly within reach. Most desirable of the 12s is the two-passenger Coupe Roadster, or convertible coupe, of which the 14th series, 1936, model offered here is a fine example. The vehicle number plate on the firewall identifies it as car number 201, which would make it the first 12-cylinder Coupe Roadster built for the 14th series, while the present plate is a reproduction. According to Packard historian Charles Blackman, the engine number is sufficiently early enough to make this the first Coupe Roadster built. Dr. Blackman further notes the car's two most distinctive external features, a chromed radiator shell and an original rear-mounted spare, both indicate it may have been a Packard factory show car. The 12's history has been traced back to 1972, when it was owned by Richard Utecht of Omaha, Nebraska. When Utecht advertised it for sale in the October 1977 issue of the CCCA Bulletin, he noted it as believed to be the first 1936 V12 Roadster convertible built by Packard for the 1936 Detroit and New York auto shows. In 1977, it was purchased from Tom Crook by John Hamilton of Corona Del Mar, California. In 1987, Mr. Hamilton had the car restored, with cosmetic work by Autobahn Auto Body of Costa Mesa and mechanical restoration by the famous Packard 12 guru Charlie Last. In a recent telephone conversation with R.M. Sotheby's, Mr. Hamilton reported that the Packard was an excellent car and was fun to drive. In 1997, the car was purchased for its present owner's collection, where it remains today. The Packard is accompanied by detailed service records from previous ownership going back to 1977 and including records of its restoration. Today, it shows 19,905 miles at the time of cataloging, and its brown leather interior appears largely original, with a wonderful patina, while both the Packard ivory finish and chrome are in older but very presentable restored condition. An ideal driver's 12 for CCCACA events and other events, this handsome Packard deserves a welcoming new home where it will be used and enjoyed, as indeed it has been for nearly 40 years.